Hey everybody, it's Rory from ANSgear. We've got a little something for your goggles right here. So we've got Fogbuster goggle wipes. So this is a goggle system or application, a treatment maybe, for your lenses. If you have a terrible time with your lenses fogging up or you're just trying to avoid lens fogging, this is something you can do to your lenses to help keep that at bay, to keep the fogging away for hours and hours and hours. So obviously what we want to do is we want to get the goggle in a position or in a way that is going to make it easy to do. So I recommend removing your lenses from your frame if possible. Obviously that's not always an option, but you want to make sure that your lens is clean before you try to do this. So I will remove the lens out of this one and we'll go from there. Now the Fogbuster is available in two different quantities, I'm going to say. You can buy three?
Actually 3. They added a 30 pack.
Oh, a 30 pack. All right. Well, even better. So now there's 3 options on this one. You can buy them individually like this. So this, even though it's got 2 little pouches on it, is one treatment. We have our side that is going to apply the anti-fog material and substance, and then another cloth that's going to help buff that out. I'm going to open one of these up. We'll show you both of them. So you can buy them individually. If you've got a couple goggles and maybe you want to have a couple of these, you can buy 3 or 4 of them. They also sell it in a pack. So this pack right here is the 60 count pack. And you can see all of these stacked up. There's 2 levels in there, so 30 and 30. But you can also buy half of this pack. You can buy a 30 pack as well. And they'll just take one of these trays out and they'll send you that many. So you can buy it in the single, the 30, or the 60 pack on the Fogbuster treatments. I guess that really just depends on how many goggles you got and how foggy you get. So let's go ahead and kind of look at one of these real quick. I'm going to take this goggle out. I'm going to remove the lens on this one. That's what I would do if I was putting this on and I had the time to do it. I would do that. Hopefully you're not trying to apply this in like the middle of the day while you're playing or something like that. You want to do this like the night before or before you start playing for the day, maybe at the end of the day, getting ready for the next day. Whatever it happens to be, we want to do that. So I've already got these 2 tabs released on this goggle right here, so I can get the lens out easily. But whatever goggle you have, take your lens out. I recommend it. That way you can clean the paint that's along the top, along the edges, in all the little crevices, and get your goggle lens nice and clean. Next, for this one, I would want to make sure that this film is off there. If you've been out playing, you've already removed your film. I'm not going to pull the film off of this one. I'm just going to open these up and just show you how it would work. But since this is a brand new lens, I don't want to pull the film off of this. I want the person who gets it to remove that film off of there. We're just going to pretend. I've got my lens like this. I'm going to open number 1 right here. And so this is our application cloth right here. Before you take this application cloth and start putting it all over the inside of your lens needs to be clean. Clean and dry. I can't stress that enough. If you've got paint residue on there, whatever, you're just going to take this and smear around paint residue on there. So clean your lenses, please. So after that, we're going to take this off and we're going to unfold it. And this has got our anti-fog chemical on it. We're going to take it and we're going to wipe down the inside of our lenses back and forth, evenly applying it all over the place and getting it good and covered right there. Once we've done that, we want to let this sit for at least 30 seconds, okay? Not 30 minutes, anything like that. You want to let it sit for 30 seconds so that it can dry. We want it to be nice and dry and nice and covered. So don't be afraid of going over it a couple times, going over here, doing this, and then going back and doing some more over here. But when you're done, just let it sit, all right? So we've got that. Then we're going to open up our other side. And our other side is just a buffing cloth. So we're going to take this one. This one is dry. We're going to open this up, and then we're going to go across the lens, buffing it, making sure that we don't see any streaks or material or anything like that on there, and just giving it a nice, even shine through the inside of the lens. Once we've done that, basically we're done. This is a one-use kind of setup right here. I mean, if you had 2 lenses out at the same time, you could probably get away with like going over one of them and then moving over to the other one and getting some of that anti-fog juice on both of them. But it's truly set up for just a one goggle kind of setup. So we've buffed that out. Looks all nice and pretty. Then we can go ahead and put this back in the goggle. We're going to put this back in our push goggle here. Reattach our straps or whatever thing that you've got for whatever goggle you're using that holds your lens in place. This one happens to be the strap setup here. And then you're ready to go. As with all lenses, try to minimize the amount of wiping you do on the inside of the lens, unless you're doing something like this. But if you're at the field and you've been shot and you've got paint on the inside or whatever it happens to be very gentle with the inside of your lenses. That's where all the anti-fog originally was, and you want to keep that on there as much as possible. See people get in there with paper towel and they just scratch the crap out of the inside of their goggles. The inside of the lens is the most delicate part inside there. The outside is very robust. It's taking shots all over the place. The inside is very delicate and fragile. So just be gentle with it. This is a great option if you have a problem with fogging, if you play in an environment that's very humid or very wet and you're just constantly getting issues with fogging. Try some of this out. You can use it for paintball goggles. You can use it for scuba masks. You can use it for a bunch of different stuff. Don't use it for contact lenses. They had to put that on the box. Somebody must have tried to put this on their contact lenses. I don't know. People are weird. Anywho, Fogbusters for your goggles. If you want to get the anti-fog going on, get some Fogbusters. They sell it in a single, a 30, a 60 pack. It's on the website. Order yours now from ANSgear.com.